Welcome back to NC Bass, and I'm Lennon Moore. Today we're on Lake Norman from Pinnacle. Really just fun fishing. Going to Falls Lake next week. There should be some good videos. I'm going to go Friday and Saturday. Tournament on Saturday. I'm still in the monthly, but I haven't even posted a fish. After last week just struggling at Curse Scott, I just want to catch some fish. Really going to try to catch them on top waters. I'm going to throw the moonshiner light early. Hopefully they're biting the big baits. But I really haven't gotten a good top water bite all year. Shad spawn time, top water time, post spawn. This is the best time of the year to fish to me. I love catching on top water. See how it goes. There we go. Guess I just had to finesse fish. As soon as I put on a little swim bait, I seen a heron sitting there. Had to try. Maybe the shad are spawning over here. I've not been able to get a single bite on top. Threw the spinnerbait for a while too, on the windy side there. Not big, but we'll take him. There's a little guy, like 14 inches or so. This is good to break the ice, because after last week, I just want to catch some fish. I do want to catch some bigger fish today, especially on top. But the water temperature is only 65. That's what's making there's bait here too. A better fish. I like that fluke sink sometimes from eat it. No. That's decent though. Can't be big. He's not. Another little guy. Might be bed fishing today. The water temperature's only 65. He's peeing. Little male. Might be bed fishing later on. The sun's not going to come out today though, so it's going to make it hard. But these fish, it was a full moon 2 days ago. These fish are probably wanting to spawn. I thought the water temperature would be like 70. It's only 65. So these fish are still definitely about to spawn. Oh, you dummy. God, that was a bad hook set. Come back for it. Oh, again, I missed. What in the hell? God, there's a bunch of fish out there. Unless that same one bit it 3 times. Feels like a decent fish. Let me see, he's probably just a hard fighting spot. He's just a small spot. Not even big at all. I don't know why he feels like a solid fish. Dang, they're right there on that corner. Yeah, just like a couple weeks ago when I was here. Well, I guess it was like 3 weeks ago now. Easy to catch 14 inchers. They're everywhere. Loaded. There we go. On the spinnerbait. Can't tell how you can't fight like a hybrid. Might be a good one. He's definitely fighting like a hybrid. Just running. It's all crooked. I don't think this is a bass. This is a big old spot. I still need to get a look at it. It's either a hybrid or a bass. It's a hybrid. I should have known. Oh man, thought I had a good one. God, they're mean. little mouth, but it's a solid fish. First hybrid of the year, I think. That's the first hybrid of the year for me. On the spinnerbait, coming on these trees. It is really windy. On the windy side, it's kind of a mistake. I seen the skimmer ball and wind blowing on it. I didn't realize it was extremely windy. Too bad I can't put him in on the monthly. He's probably not even the keeper. It's crazy. They changed the keeper size from 18 to 20. And yeah, he's not even 19. They gotta be big to keep now. Gotta be 20 inches to keep. And he's not even 19. 3-pounder though, they just run. They bite and spots make runs, but this guy they just keep running for the first 30 seconds. Yeah, they're fun, but not what I need right now. Oh yeah, there's a fish on the fish attractor. What do you know? It actually worked. I was just saying how there's 100 trees in the water. That fish attractor probably don't do much. It's something different than all the trees. And he's not big at all. Catch a 19-inch hybrid. I need a 19-inch spot. That is a fish. That felt weird. He was coming right at me. Felt like I was on a rope for a second. Guess I got throw shaky yet. It's not even big. I really thought that was gonna be like a 17. Well, it's pulling me. Had a bow in my line. There's one. I thought for sure that'd be a largemouth up there in a foot of water. It's a decent spot though, actually. Why does my reel keep doing that? Golly, it's annoying. And the reverse just gives out sometimes. On the bank, that's a long fish. There we go. There is a shallow bite. He is beat up too. I've been throwing a floating worm and a popper trying to get a fish up shallow. I only deal with the shaky head. I guess I gotta throw shaky. That's a really long fish, actually. Really good kayak fish. Terrible boat fish. He probably weighs 2 pounds, but he's probably 17 and a half or so at least. It's a fish. Big one. Just a little large. Why did he feel so big? He made a huge weight too. But he's on a bed way back there. I was about to try a sight fish back there. But the female might be big. Weird shaped fish. Look at that. All head, no body. He swallowed it. We found a largemouth. I've not seen a single bed yet, but it's cloudy and it's kind of hard to see. I'm not even seeing old beds. I thought I'd see a bunch of old beds. But a floating worm, little stubby guy. Maybe he's an F1. The head of a 2-pounder and the body of a 1/2-pounder. Jump again. Man, he's little. It's a fish though. Might be a largemouth. Yeah, it's fighting like a spot. Hooked in the bottom lip, making him jump a lot. Relax, guy. He's a long fish too. Closer I get to the main lake, more spots bite. Gotta go back there and catch largemouth. This ain't working. Not even 15. Look how big his mouth is though. Another one. Pole next to it. I'm wrapped there. I think he's big. It could have been the same fish. I just lost one on that pole and I cast the one behind it. A little bit better. There he goes. Wait. He's probably on the bed. He's tiny. There we go. I mean, maybe they will eat topwater. And he come off, are you kidding me? It's a good fish, he just barely nipped it though. Oh my goodness. Who knows how big he was. He didn't want to kill it, but he just nipped it. Well guys, I guess I gotta throw a shaky head. It's past 1 o'clock and I've been trying to throw that popper since I got that one bite. I bed fished a largemouth for like 20 minutes, like an 18-incher, but back on the main lake now. It's not even a big fish. It's probably my least favorite way of fishing, especially when it's cloudy. If it's sunny, they're a little more predictable. Need to get some bites on topwater, but they are just not biting topwater. It's cloudy, you would think. There's a few fish on beds probably, but I couldn't get that one to bite. He wouldn't even lock down. He looked at my bait the first 2 casts and then he wouldn't come back to his bed. That's a little spot. It's actually biting on the pole. Usually got to drag it before you bite it. Bites so hard when they're on beds. Not big at all, but still fights hard. I did not think that was a fish. It's hung on the side of the jet ski float for a second. I just assumed I was stuck on a rock until it started moving. Solid fish, actually. They go crazy, I'm telling you. They go absolutely nuts. I'm netting them just because he's nuts. Not that big. I just missed the last one I caught. Camera's in going this time. That's a long fish. Confidence is low today, but I'm really trying to force a topwater bite that's not there. They will bite a shaky head. He's peeing all over me. Definitely on the bed. I just hate fishing this way. You gotta drag it too across the poles. Just find poles and drag it. From 5 to 8 feet of water, spots are on beds. I mean, they'll spawn in 6 inches, 2 foot, but the majority of them will be just find a pole, main lake, beginning of a creek. If there's a pole in 5 to 8 foot of water, there's probably a spot on a bed. It's that easy. You just want to catch fish, throw a shaky head, drag a shaky head. When it gets warmer, they'll hit on the way down, but they're just dumb on their beds. Anything that goes by, I mean, I can hook them and lose them and cast back and catch them again. They're just dumb on their bed. It's a fish. God, he was swimming with it. I think he's big though. Little guy. Fish has been caught 7 times. Look at his mouth. There's one. They're getting smaller. Man, they still fight hard. Guaranteed small though. That fish can't be on the bed because 18 foot deep out there. He was on the bed, look at that. He's probably just post spawn. Ugh. There we go on the jerk bait. Tiny, just caught a little tiny one off that pole that's like 50 foot deep. Camera went going. He jumped 5 times. There's another tiny, even smaller. I mean tiny. Well guys, couldn't get on that top water bite like I wanted to. Water temperature's a little bit colder than I thought it was going to be. Probably could have caught a bunch on a shaky head, but caught a few. Had to get desperate and throw a shaky head. Next video is going to be at Falls Lake. Going there for a practice day on Friday and fishing a tournament there on Saturday. If you want to go to Lake Norman, it's easy to catch fish. You want to throw a shaky head around docks, especially on a sunny day, being a lot better. Catch them real easy. Topwater bite's about to get really good. It's going to be really warm next week. These fish will be pulling off beds, be ready. The fry guards are easy to catch. Post spawn fish are hungry and easy to catch. Lake Norman's going to be really good for the next couple of weeks. Next video will be at Falls Lake, but thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on NC Bassing.